Hi everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Tirta Paranata Limarta. I am from 10th grade Financial Accounting Institution 2 of Public Vocational High School 1 Tabanan. Right now I will tell the story that entitled The Olympic Games. There is a place in Greece called Olympia. It is the birthplace of the Olympic Games. Around 2,800 years ago, in ancient Greece, several major sporting events were growing in importance. However, it was the Olympic Games that became the most popular. Even back then, they were held every 4 years like they are today. About 1,200 years after they began, the Olympic Games were banned by a Roman emperor in 393. It wasn't until some 1,500 years later that the idea of the Olympic Games appeared again. Baron de Coubertin from France was only 24 years old when he thought of the idea. After 7 years of planning, his idea was accepted. It was decided that the Olympic Games would take place in Athens in 1896. Athletes from 14 countries took part in the first modern Olympic Games. The ancient Olympics began with only running, but today we usually see athletes compete in around 35 different sports. In the ancient Olympics, only men could attend the game, and it was common for athletes to compete naked. Two symbols of the Olympic game that you may know about are the Olympic flag and the Olympic flame. The Olympic flag was first used in 1920. It was designed by Baron de Coubertin. The 6 colors were chosen to represent colors from all the national flags of the world at that time. 5 rings were chosen to represent the 5 continents of the world. The Olympic flame is leading Olympia for its new Olympic Games by using the sun. The tradition of torch relay from Athens to the host city of the game began in 1936. The flame has been transported in many different ways. Walking and running are the most common, but boats, plane, and horse have been used. The flame has even been carried under the water. A crown made from olive leaves was presented to winners at the ancient Olympics, and although they not given prize, they were provided with a lot of advantages for the rest of their life. Some would say that is the same for today's athletes, although now they are awarded medals. Olympic medals are made using gold, silver, and bronze. The gold medal is actually slid silver, but coated in gold. For the Sydney 2000 Olympics, the gold and silver used came from local mines. Can you guess where the bronze came from? Australian 1 and 2 cent coins made of bronze, which were no longer being used, were melted down. Many athletes around the world dreaming of winning an Olympic medal. It can take years of preparation and hard work to achieve this. One athlete that will always remember is Abib Bekla. He was born in 1932 in Ethiopia, on the same day that the marathon was held at the Los Angeles Olympics. 28 years later, at the Rome Olympics in 1960, Habib ran and won the marathon. Habib set a new world record for the marathon while running the whole race in bare feet. Then, at 1964 Tokyo Olympics, this time in shoes, Habib was the first to win the marathon for a second time. Again, he set a new world record. This achievement is even more amazing because only six weeks earlier, Habib had an operation. Habib was the first athlete from Africa to win gold. He was a hug inspiration to other athletes from Ethiopia. Due to his contribution to sports, a prestigious distance running award was named after him. Many athletes from Ethiopia and other African countries have gone on to win medals. Many athletes, including Habib, inspire and encourage us to do our best. That's all from my story. Thank you.